Dolphin fans, what is going on? The team moves to 3-3 after a 24-0 win over the pathetic New York Jets. I learned a few things in this game. Joe Flacco is not elite, and Adam Gase is a terrible, terrible quarterback. So for Miami, they get their first shutout win since 2014. I was still in college back in 2014, and I'll tell you one thing. I don't know if I need to hit my books or not, but I know one guy that hit the books. I don't know if you know this. Ryan Fitzpatrick. He went to Harvard. He also had 3 touchdowns in this football game. So let me know here. Who was your Week 6 MVP? Was it Fitzmagic? Maybe it was Adam Shaheen who had 51 yards and a touchdown. Could it be Xavier Howard who had a pick? And maybe another guy who played an outstanding game on defense, Emmanuel Ogbah, with 2 sacks. But let me know, who was Miami's Week 6 MVP? Let's roll through some stats now here. 18 of 27, 191 yards, 3 tutties, 2 interceptions, a quarterback rating of 93.3 for Fitzmagic. But we got to talk about the running back, right? Because all week there was all these rumors around Le'Veon Bell. Well, no move for Bell. Myles Gaskin has played very well this season. 18 carries, 91 yards, 5.1 yards per carry. And sure, he didn't find pay dirt, but he also made a big impact in the passing game as well. Let's look at Devontae Parker, who will get into his injury in a little bit here, so don't go anywhere. 3 catches, 35 yards on 8 targets. Preston Williams found the end zone again, back-to-back weeks for this guy. 2 catches, 18 yards, and a touchdown. Major shout-out to Adam Shaheen. So a lot of people laughed at the Dolphins when they went out and traded for Shaheen. And if you own Mike Gesicki in a fantasy league, you might be a little upset because not only was it Shaheen that found the end zone, also Durham Smythe. So 2 touchdowns from tight ends. Neither of them were to Mike Gesicki. Yeah, can you tell? I own Gesicki. All right, let's now look at Xavier Howard. 1 tackle, 1 solo, 2 pass breakups, and an interception. I thought that he played really, really well. You're really starting to see that physicality from him. And yes, again, another player that I don't have a statistical graphic for, Emmanuel Ogbah, with 2 big-time sacks. Now, Dolphin fans, we're trying to get to 4,500 subscribers, currently at 4,304. If you're a diehard fan, if you're excited for this win, if you want more Dolphins videos, I know I make a lot here at Chat Sports. Tom Downey, Harrison Graham. We got the entire team cooking up videos for y'all. So go ahead, subscribe, and if you already subbed, hey, send the link that you see below to some fans. Let's get to 4,500 subs by the end of the week. You know what, man? You guys know how bad of a coach he is. I mean, look at this guy. It is time for the Jets to fire Adam Gase. And this show is about the news and rumors around this game. News is out. Adam Gase is a horrible football coach. And want to hear another crazy stat? Adam Gase has had 30 losses in his career of double-digit points. I mean, if you watch the game, there's reason why Jamal Adams wanted out. There's reasons why Le'Veon Bell wanted out. I don't know if I should make this argument or not, but I'm curious if Clemson and Alabama could beat this New York Jets team. And it blows my mind that a college team could actually do it, but watch how bad the Jets are, and you would understand that. This guy needs to go. He has no business being in the NFL. The only reason why he was ever been considered an offensive guru is because he got a guy by the name of Peyton Manning in Denver. Guess what? I could be an offensive guru with Peyton Manning. Adam Gase, it's time to go. Now, the deal of the day, these T-shirts we got 2 of them, so make sure you're paying attention. Chatsports.com/DolphinsT. Normally they're $24.99. We cut the deal. It's $19.99, but this deal will end at midnight tonight. So if you want to rep the Dolphins, if you want to rep your hometown tee is what the name is, you can rep the city of Miami. That's what these T-shirts are all about. So you get the turquoise one, you get the orange one, chatsports.com/DolphinsT. I'll put it in the comments, and I'll put it in the description. Make sure you go out and rep your team. All right, so look at the upcoming schedule now. So you got a big-time win. You're 3-3, and now you get a rest period in Week 7. But you better get ready because the Rams, that's not an easy game. Arizona, not an easy game. Really curious to see how Justin Herbert continues to play in Week 10. But then Week 11, you got Denver. Week 12, the Jets again. Week 13 against the Bengals. You should be able to win all 3 of those games, right? But the previous 3, they're a bit of a coin flip. And if you don't win these 3 games, your last 4, it does get really ugly. You got the Chiefs, the Patriots, Raiders, and the Bills. I mean, if you continue to play solid football and Fitz continues to take care of the ball, I think almost anything is possible because the offense for Miami is fun to watch. The defense is still a little bit up in the air. Sure, you just shut out the Jets, but I mean, come on, y'all. It is the Jets. Now, after seeing their schedule, now remember the Dolphins have had their schedule changed, so I just want y'all to keep that in mind. Will Miami end up making the playoffs? I want you to give me a Y for yes, or I want you to type your N for no. If you want to be an overachiever, I would appreciate that. Comment down below how many games you think Miami is going to win. So Y for yes and N for no. Probably the biggest storyline in this game is the fact that Tua made his NFL debut. He came in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left. And, man, I'll tell you what. I loved watching Ryan Fitzpatrick try to pump up the crowd. And even though the stadium wasn't packed at Hard Rock, it sure sounded like there was a lot of fans there. You could tell the excitement. I mean, everyone, we've been saying, how long is it until Tua time? How long until Tua time? Well, we finally got to see it. 2 for 9 yards. That's kind of funny. 2 for 9 yards. And on a third down throw that was, I'll be honest, a little bit ballsy there. And I mean, that one would have made Dan Marino really, really proud. So the fact that you finally got to see him, and there was one play, I believe it was like 2nd and 9. It's like a crazy rollout, him in the back of the end zone, throws an absolute laser beam to Laird for 2 yards. I mean, you can see the arm talent. There's reasons why this Dolphins team drafted him number 5 overall. Hey, man, I mean, it was cool. So give me your thoughts on Tua. Let me know in the comments section if you watch this on Facebook, YouTube, you finally got to see him in action. Sure, it was limited action, but I think we can all agree. It was cool to watch Tua, whether you're a Dolphins fan, whether you're a fan of football. This kid's going to be special, and you did see it on a very, very limited basis. All right, we do got to talk about some injuries here. Now, I do want to make note. This is probably the most significant injury that came out of this football game. Andrew Van Ginkel, he left with a concussion. Another injury to keep you updated on is Devontae Parker. Yes, the groin has been worrisome, but if you watch Parker on the sidelines, he was smiling. He didn't look too worried. I believe he would have been able to play this one if it wasn't a 24-0 blowout. More injury updates here. We got Raekwon Davis. He left with a shoulder injury. I don't have too much information yet at this time on this one, but make sure you're subscribed. We'll keep you updated. And then another one, Camus Grugier-Hill. Also, he left with a hand injury. From what I know, the first injury with the concussion, that's the one to monitor. Also, Devontae Parker, since he's a big-time player for the Dolphins. But from what it seems, I don't know if any of these are too major. So the Dolphins, 24-0 win over the New York Jets. They go to 3-3. If you've made it this far in the video and you're excited, go ahead and like it. Click that big red button that says subscribe. And rest up. Dolphins got a Week 7 bye, and they got to be ready to rock and roll against the Rams in Week 8.